Part 5. Shadow the Hedgehog. Point goes to Sonic 06. Because unlike almost every other character, Shadow is better in Sonic 06 than in any other game of his. Except Sonic Adventure 2. One reason for that is because he's starting to find a good style of his gameplay that is all his own. In Sonic Adventure 2, he was great, but he was a Sonic clone. In Shadow the Hedgehog, he used guns. The reason I don't like that is very simple. Shadow is a superhero. There are regular human soldiers in the game too, and they use guns, and that's fine because that's all they have to defend themselves with. Shadow is a super strong, super tough cartoon hedgehog. He may not be as fast as Sonic, but he has awesome chaos control powers to make up for that. In Sonic 06, Shadow rides vehicles with guns on him, but without a ride, he attacks by smashing into enemies and then punching and kicking them while still in midair. And he can throw fireballs. It's so DBZ. Unfortunately, you can't play as Shadow with Sonic Boom. So I can't compare his gameplay style with that of Sonic 06. But I can compare his story and importance. In Sonic 06, Shadow is very important to the story. He fights Mephiles and helps Silver realize that Sonic is not the eldest trigger. In Sonic Boom, Shadow is a bigger idiot than Knuckles. When he confronts Sonic, he says things that are so stupid, like "Save the world, you and your pathetic friends." Don't make me laugh. This not only sounds stupid, but it ruins the rumor that Sonic Boom is an origin story. Shadow already knows who Sonic and friends are, and yet he says that they can't save the world. And there's also the way he said it. Now, don't get me wrong, the voice actor is not the problem. I understand that sometimes you can't get the same people to do the voices of a character, especially if it's a different studio making the game. But the way he said it sounded more like a parody than the real Shadow. Anyway, after saying that stupid stuff, Shadow decides to kick Tails in the face. And then start a boss battle with Sonic. And other than that's the reason why I started, it's not that bad. Sure, Shadow, Sonic, and Tails are jumping through time portals to different arenas and different time zones, but it's a good opportunity to see how Big Red Button made Shadow fight. It's also maybe the last one, but I'll get to that when I talk about the aftermath of the games. Anyway, he skates around like he did before, and he throws energy blasts. And although they aren't as accurate, it was still nice to see him do stuff like that. It was also nice to see Sonic kick him into a portal at the end. In Sonic 06, Shadow kicked Silver while they fought to knock some sense into him, so I guess in Sonic Boom it was Shadow's turn. Or whatever this thing that looks like Shadow tries to act like him but fails is. Cough, Shadow Android, cough. And that is the big scene in the game. After Sonic kicks him into a time portal, the computer they are working with opened. Sonic and Tails ask where Shadow has gone. It says something like, "To the future, not yours." But then after the last boss fight in the story, Shadow comes out of a portal and lands on a hill overlooking the arena. He sees that Sonic and friends have defeated Lyric and says, "Not bad. Looks like you and your friends got the job done." And then he walks off to go be a jerk somewhere else. So what was the point of him being in the game? Obviously, it was for fan service, but what an insult. Shadow is a character with amazing potential. His tragic backstory and his redemption helped make him a very serious and sympathetic hero. In Sonic 06, a game that got a lot of stuff wrong, they got this right. Or at least more correct than Sonic Boom did. Shadow is the most awesome hedgehog in the game. He fights the most dangerous villain and helps Silver realize that Sonic is not the enemy. After that, he stops attacking Sonic and Elise and actually helps save the world a few times. And the ending of Shadow's story in Sonic 06 is so epic. After one last fight, Shadow and friends seal Mephiles into the Scepter of Darkness, this thing that the Duke of Soleanna gave Shadow to stop Mephiles when he first came out of the lamp. And it worked back then. But when he tries to do it again after this boss fight, Mephiles breaks out of it. He then says something about being more powerful because of Shadow, and then he uses his 2 Chaos Emeralds to make 1,000 copies of himself. Then he challenges Shadow to fight him again. Shadow says something about, if he's challenged by odds like this, he will fight like he always has, while he takes all his inhibitor rings. He then goes into Kaioken times 10 and starts skating through them inside a large fireball with Rouge and Omega flying behind him. And then the song All Hail Shadow plays. So point goes to Sonic 06 for the best Shadow. He is so awesome in that game that everyone needs to learn from it and to use it in their next game. Sonic Boom is the exact opposite. Learn from how he was in the game and never do that again. And that's all the playable characters that were playable. That's all the characters that were playable at least one game. Having only 4 characters that were playable is another great idea that Big Red Button had when they made Sonic Boom. Sonic 06 had at least 9. Anyway, check me out on YouTube and DeviantArt and see you in part 6.